Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 143. My name is Meg and I will be your host. If you are joining me today, it is October 8th and it's my anniversary. So my hubs and I have been married 4 years today, which both feels very short and like it should be a lot longer in all the best ways. We've been together, it'll be like 8 years, just together. So just a nice day. It is nice and chilly this morning. It's like 43 degrees on the porch. So I am going to be enjoying my second cup of coffee on the porch. I am drinking Bones Coffee Company. And I put some marshmallows in it. I don't know if you could say, I think you might be able to. So good. I'm drinking Bones Coffee Company in the Dusk Till Donuts flavor, not colorway. And that is a glazed jelly donut, basically. It's really good. So this cup is not going to last long. It is really, really good. Speaking of cup, it is a Karakazik. And she does handmade artwork, and her stuff's linked down below because I have so many people ask about them that it just makes it easier. So it's right down there on YouTube. She's a really, really good artist. But yeah, so this is the new Kazik. And all of that. Okay, so we've got a kind of packed show today. I do have a puppy that's here with me now, but probably won't stay very long. I just jammed a bone full of treats for her, and she finished it before I'm done my intro. Sounds about right. What else? What I'm wearing. We'll do that in a minute. And what's going on. Hey, I got all the things. So what I'm wearing has to do with what's going on. There she is, my little fuzz. It is the Unicorn Cowl 2020. And the K is gonna stand for create on this one. Create with K, yeah, we're going with it. It's create along because crochet, sewing, tapestry, weaving, anything that you can make that has to do, if you can sell me that it has to do with unicorns, the name, the color, the actual project is, do it. I'm hosting this with Ine, who is Nina, and she is This Old Knit podcast. I should actually probably link hers down below too, so I'll try to add that as well. But yeah, so Nina commented below that she just like absolutely loved the unicorn cowl that has just come out, and I was like, do you want to do a knit along, like a super chill, anything goes knit along? And she said yes. So we are hosting this until January, and so you got lots of time, gonna go all the way through the months, lots of Christmas stuff. So right now, if you look on Ribbler, which is linked down below as well, it's a new crafting platform that is all digital editable e-patterns. That is very cool, so I highly recommend, but you can get to my Ribbler down below, or no, just the Ribbler, sorry, the Ribbler down below, and then you would search Bad Wolf Girl Studios in the search bar if you were looking for me. Next, you'll find it on Etsy as the hat and cowl pattern, and then on Ravelry it's the full bundle of the hat, cowl, and then coming on the 13th it's going to be the mini sweater pattern. Will upload automatically an update for you, and then on the last of the month, 31st, will be the adult DK weight pattern. I'm also working on some numbers for a fingering weight. I have to play with the chart a little bit, so working on that, but you know, yeah. What else? Oh, I would also like to add the ornament because the chart number should work with the ornament pattern. But to make that easier, even though the, well, it's called Christmas at Hogwarts right now, but I'm gonna change that name to just Christmas ornaments. I covered this last week, but I'll do it again. J.K. Rowling is being the worst, and I am distancing myself from her by changing my colorway names on Etsy, and I think I'm gonna rename a few of my patterns on Etsy and Ribbler and third one, Ravelry, there it is. I won't be taking things down because they're up there already, but I have been kind of consciously making choices not to produce more content at the moment. I have 3 sweaters in the wing that I was very excited about, and I don't really know when feels right to do that. So I don't know, kind of a bummer. It's a little bit of a heartbreak on me, but I will say I've got some thoughts for Moana. If you're interested, you know, message me, DM me. No, you know what? Email me at badwolfgirlstudios at gmail.com, because that way I will have your email in the correct writing, because I almost always leave out like a dot or an M or an O, and then you don't get your email, and that drives me nutty. So I'll have your email directly. That would be lovely. So if you're interested, it's not soon. It's a 2021 thing, but if like that's super up your alley, let me know. It's a sweater, cowl thing. 2 different things. Anyway, I have no idea where I was. I'm completely turned around and lost. I think I was talking about the unicorn cowl. Yeah, so everything will upload. The adult sweater will be coming on Halloween. I knit this. I finished it last Sunday. And so I guess this moves me right into what I'm wearing and finished objects. 2 in 1. So what I'm wearing is my last unicorn sweater. This is the adult version in worsted weight. I used, and I have it here, if I could just grab it. Yep, I used Brava 500. Yep. So this is worsted weight, 1,090 yards, 500 grams. And I used not an entire ball, but I used all of that for the purple, dark purple in my sweater, which was eggplant, I do believe. This is Celestial, and it'll be going into that other sweater. Super excited about that. This blue is one of my favorite blues, and I just think that would be so cozy. I have worn this sweater every day since the day I took it off the drying rack. So this is, I used this 500. Now, this recommends a US 7 to 8 needle, and you're gonna get about 4.5 to 5 stitches per inch, which is actually just on par for the gauge on my pattern. I've been working through the gauge. I was getting larger numbers previously, but I just retook my gauge recently, and I'm actually getting shorter stitches, so I guess I must be compacting my stitches a little bit more anyway. It's a 20 by like 22, 23 now, so I've kind of come down. On a US 7. I used the smallest size in the pattern, which currently is listed as a 32. I want to make sure that I am at, my numbers still represent that with my gauge. So going through, this is why the pattern is still in motion, because I want to make sure that everything fits right. But I went up to an 8 on this for the color work, for the sleeves, for the body, all of it. I went up to an 8. I did everything on an 8. So it's a little bit bigger than it would have been, because I was getting closer to 4 stitches per inch instead of 5 stitches per inch, which is why I went down to the smallest size, because the 38 is normally what I would make, but I went down to what is a 32. So I went down because I wanted a really nice tight neckline. This is still not the tightest neckline. Like, I don't have super tight gauge. I'm a looser knitter, so like there's just more stitch room, I guess, but it fits nicely. It's up higher than my Estrellas. I made like the second size for my Estrellas, and my neckline was a little wider than I thought it was going to be. My testers seemed to get it like right there, right up against, and it looked great. But mine didn't do that, so anyway. So I used all acrylic yarn. It was all my stash stuff. I have a big box of Brava, basically, for knit picks. I have my scraps here. And I work basically with this palette, and an addition of blue and green. This actually looks very blue on camera, but it's more kind of ocean green. I think it's called Tranquil. Oh, the little fuchsia in there, I love it. So basically these are the colors that I've been working with in the rainbow. I did make minis for this. They are sold out, but they were for this little rainbow here. Last week I did talk about, I made a swatchling of how much you could get out of a 20-gram mini. And the answer is you can knit the 72-inch, the purple down here, which is going to be right up against your third increase. So you have your increase 1 is just after here. Your increase 2 is around here. Increase 3 is going to be around here. And then your increase 4 is just before your sleeve split. So you've got several different number things. If you've knit my patterns before, this will be making sense. So anyway, before you start the chart, you've already done 1 increase. So the next 3 increases that you see are 2, 3, and 4, which are labeled as so in the pattern. I feel like I need to do a whole video on like, thank you for buying my pattern. Let me tell you everything about this, and just make them like private videos that with the link you could get to, because there's so much information that I kind of like to say in person, and people that don't watch the podcast wouldn't benefit from, wouldn't get it. So I might start doing that. I might start doing finishing objects, because there is a pretty fantastic woman, Barbara, from Knitting I Love, who does finished object videos, and they're awesome because you just want to, like, all you want to know is about that pattern, and she just talks about that sock or that sweater, and it's just awesome. So I might start doing that. But yeah, so I worked with worsted weight. I went up to an 8. I wanted it to be a little bit more fitted in the top. My plan was to increase the A-line increases along the sides that I have written in the pattern after I finished the color work here. And I did some, and I thought it was fine, and then I just went straight for the rest of the body. I did a split hem, so it splits. It goes in 2 different directions for the front and back. And I did 2x2 rib. And I did a surprisingly stretchy bind off. Yeah. Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. What else? I did full sleeves. I worked with my Chiagu. Yeah, this is the sleeve that was done last time, right? So, this is the new sleeve. To the pose that Ashley's daughter does. What else? I didn't do the third. I didn't do any color work on the sleeves. I did knit 4, knit 2 together right after I got about 3 rows in. Did a quick decrease round and then started down the sleeve, and then decreased on either side of my marker going down until I was happy with the fit. It's not skin tight. There is still grippable room. But that is okay because I kind of wanted it to be cozy, and it is. And I go down to a 4 when I do my ribbing. So I did a 1x1 I did a sewn tubular bind off, which I recommend in pattern. I've now started adding that video in so that you have a clickable video on Ribbler when I go back to it, because I haven't gotten to yet, but when I go back to Ribbler, I'll be able to copy and paste these videos in, and then you'll be able to watch them in the pattern itself. So that's awesome about Ribbler. I do love that. What else? It's really cozy. It is pretty warm. If it's warm in the house, then I can't wear it. But again, say it with me, my basement's freezing. So, yeah, I'm able to wear my sweaters down here without a problem. On the porch, I was like super cozy. My husband came out and he was like, it's kind of chilly out here. I'm like, I'm good, because I got my cozy sweater on. So it's really great. And at night, when like the house has been kind of under the sun, first in the front and then in the back, and then suddenly it's gone, that drop that you get, and we haven't turned our heat on yet, I just popped my sweater on last night because I actually found myself shivering. And I was like, a bit cold. So I threw my sweater on, so much better. But it is very, very cozy. So every single day, I tried to keep it nice for the podcast, but I just wore it every single day, at least once, either in the morning when it was cold or at night when I was cold. During the midday when I'm working and such, I get too hot and I can't wear it, but I did wear it on our Target date last week. I just wanted to wear it out so bad because I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I think Gypsy needs one. I do. It's in my repertoire here. I also kind of feel that I might just do the cowl for her. I know it's not as cool as a sweater, but it would take me so much less knitting. I don't know. We'll see. I need to be in the mood to do it. Do you know what I mean? I need to be like ready for it. And I think once it keeps getting colder and I start putting her in her other sweaters, I'm gonna feel like I want to. Oh, my Aleha is doing something. Package. Oh, my s'more sticks are here. That's amazing. All right. I didn't do the short row shaping in the back. It probably would have helped a little bit. It does get a little high here. It gets like pulled back the way I move. But anyway, I just do that and then I'm good. I don't notice it most times, to be fair. I'm just very conscious of everything about it at the moment because I'm talking about it. What else? I went over my colors already. I did check. This is Freesia. Freesia is that one. And this one is Lady Slipper. They're two different colors. And I went over all of the rest of them. My unicorns are in mint. I used the chart with the heart. I can't think of anything else to say. This has come out as a hat and cowl pattern. It has the child, which is about a 16-inch head. It has the medium, I'm gonna call it an adult with a 20-inch head, and then 22? Yeah, I think it's a 22-inch head. Oh, I just wrote this the other day too. I think it was a 20. I think it was a 20, and then the next one size up is 24. So you have a 19 to 24 range, or 18 to 24 range, somewhere around there. This does depend on your gauge and on the yarn you use. If you use a thicker worsted as opposed to a thinner sport, you're gonna get different sizes, of course. If you use a 7 versus an 8, you're gonna get different sizes, of course. So if you have like a hat recipe that you tend to follow, like my favorite hat, I have a pattern, not written up, it's in my Ravelry notebook in my stuff, where I just wrote down my favorite hat numbers so I could remember, and I would cast on like 96 stitches on a US 4. I would knit a folded brim, you know, tuck it up, put them together, and then I would knit for 6 inches from the base and then do my decreases, finish off with a pom-pom and enjoy. And then the body, so I used a 4 and then a 6, and I would tend to be using like a DK weight type of yarn. I would be using like Let's use this one. Like about that type of weight. Definitely not sock, not bulky. Yeah. And that would be my favorite hat. And so when I look at hat patterns, I kind of look for something that casts on around 96, and then I cast that on. So I think that's everything. I've talked for like a half hour about the sweater. I apologize, sort of. But I love it. I really do. And I've got a lot more fun things coming down the pike. But I do want to work on the separate PDF of the unicorn ornament. And yeah. Oh, I love this coffee. Oh, I love this coffee. Okay. That's everything there. Let's move right into whips. I'm gonna have a grand finale, so I'm gonna move this. That's gonna be later. Okay. So, with the Brava worsted 218 yards, all acrylic. Yeah, all acrylic. And this is currant. It looks very red in front, much more accurate back here. I have been working on Patrick's Christmas sweater. I know. I'm very excited too. So, what I have been doing, if you are brand new here, I'm making my hubs a Christmas sweater. I'm not using a pattern. It's all chaos. But I have done intarsia and then duplicate stitched this image on, which was inspired by many different like Christmas cards and t-shirts. This is like a kind of general idea that T-Rex can't put a star on a Christmas tree because his arms are too short. Many Christmas cards. But I have just gone ahead and basically drawn on with duplicate stitch the tassels, and I filled in the star, and I did all the things, and the cute little hat and all this. So all of that bit's done. It's gonna lay so soft and flat once I block it. It's not blocked yet. But I had gone down to the front and I had stopped at about 14 inches because I want his sweater length to be about 16. And I wanted to do 2 inches of ribbing. So, because he has a shorter torso, legs for days. So all of his height basically comes from his legs. I have tried this on him a few times. Everything looks good every time. He humors me a lot because it's very easy to put on. Right now, it's basically this really long thing where like it's the front and then he puts his head in here and then I have the back and I just keep looping it over his head so we can see how it's fitting. So far, so good. We're gonna have cap sleeves on this. So I grabbed it and I was, maybe here-ish. Yeah, I was just before the arm edition. Where's that? I think it's on this side. I'll hold that up. Yeah, so I was up here somewhere. And so I got down and I started here and then I got down to there and I got down to there. This is all in 1 or 2 days. I really dedicated myself. And truly it was just, was it stuck knit the front, purl the back. So worked through all of that, got down and did a little bit more on that last one. And now I think I'm ready. I'm going to join them, the front and the back. I'm gonna pick up and just go around and I'm going to knit the ribbing, bind off, and then I'm gonna flip the whole thing inside out and I'm going to seam the sides. And then I'm gonna do the neck or a sleeve. And then it has to be sleeve, and neck. All have to get done after that. I will choose one that I feel like doing and I will do that. So far, really good. It's really coming along. I I want to be optimistic. I don't want to get cocky. I want to just take it as is, see how it goes. But I am so excited about it. I think everything is turning out really good. Pat wants me to remove that line, so I have to figure out where I attached it and take it out. Well, it's the end of something. Yeah, actually, please be 2 sections. I don't think it is. All right, so I'll trim the knot off, and then I will pick that out, and then I'll have enough to weave it back in. Okay. I am very excited about it. So excited about it. I got marshmallow. Yeah. Okay. So back from the grave, if you remember my mini Dino roar, this is also going to be a full-size adult pattern. Yup, if you can just picture them, you can, can't you? Just right there, just do. So cute. So, the Dino roar. What can I say? It's adorable. This is the smallest or second smallest size, and I was still mitigating how long the sleeves had to be. So I went ahead to my neighbor, who's about 10 months now. So she was about 8 months when I tried this for her, and I measured her arm. And her arm looked like this sleeve would work way better than my other sleeve, which was only like 6 inches. So I went ahead and chopped that end off, put it back on needles, and now I just have like 6 rounds or so to do, and then do the ribbing again, and then do a tubular bind off, and then weave in all these ends. This has already been washed. I can feel the difference. It's already been washed and blocked. And I just have to weave in. I have to weave the ends in and such. But it is super cute. Yeah, I just absolutely love it. So it will have a hat and cowl as well. So if you can just picture, it goes like this. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. I have to weigh, I have to like make one and weigh how much it uses, and then I'll know how much to recommend. But basically I just had balls like this of the yarn around, or balls like this where it's like most of it. I don't know exactly how many grams went into every one, but I do have testers going right now, so as they finish theirs, we can extrapolate from that data. So the mini Dino roar, goals for November, December, yeah. Just loving it. Plus I love this blue. Look at this blue. I do need to work with this blue. This is Celestial, and Alfalfa, and Marina, Tranquil. Yeah. One of my faves. So that'll be a mini and an adult, the hat and the cowl, and we're going to do all the things. Yeah, so all of that. I feel like my hair is getting longer. I'm trying to like make it grow. I take a lot of vitamins due to the MS, and oh, here's my cuff. I just like ripped it. I cut it off. Beep. Bye-bye cuff. So, coming out today is the mini Halloween heart. So, this is just one of the yokes that you can do. I have the 3T in my hands right now. The yarn I used bumped me up. And so I thought I was making the second size, and really I was making the third size because of my yarn and needles. So, the more you know. But if you can picture, which I when I hold it like this, I can almost picture myself in this, right? Like, very cute, very, very cute. So these this section of chart would work with the unicorn. So, you know, okay. But this is going to be a mini. The adult Halloween heart is in fingering weight. I was wearing it last week. What else? These charts would also work in for the chart C. Yeah, chart C on that pattern in fingering weight. Again, your gauge and your stitch height will all vary on how deep your yoke is. If you choose all really tall charts, then you're gonna have a different shaped yoke, but I would start with shorter charts and work to longer charts. That would be my recommendation, because it's a build your own. It's a choose your own sweater, choose your own adventure. This one is like 11 pre-planned yokes that you can change the colors or stripes of. You can choose the beginning of one and the chart of another to see, like, if you want these two to go together. I am going to be doing, I have a giveaway kind of going on, sort of. It was just a question of which one would you want to knit, and then people answer below, and now I'm going to pull their names and send the pattern off now that it'll be updated and loaded. I'm going to add it to Etsy and Ravelry first, and then I do want to do these live links for Ribbler. So I have a few things that I'm adding there, but you'll have at least 2 sites if those are your preference to get at it. And if you're waiting for it on Ribbler, I am working all day today on it. So, but yeah, so the mini Halloween heart. And I have one of my favorite charms on here. Look at that sweet one. By Simply Serving. She does incredible work. Speaking of, she also has made unicorn charms, which I think sold out. There might still be pre-orders, but I promised I would cross-promote. So this is me cross-promoting her in general. She's awesome. Please go check her out. I should probably just link her down below too. There's a lot of linking that I need to do. Oh man, my lips have been so dry that, like, when I yawned last night, I cracked my lips. It's very painful. Oh, don't like that. So let's try to get everything back into this. Okay, and last but not least is going to be my pumpkin patch sweater, name pending. I was between that or the Great Pumpkin sweater, but I think it might be just the pumpkin patch. I once again did not do the short rows, though I probably should have on this one. Anywho, ta-da! I wanted to at least get the yoke done. I got some, if I do say so myself, banging shots of the yoke. It looks so good. Spoiler, right? Ready? A little behind the scenes. That is a piece of poster board on my kitchen table. Yeah. So it just gives you a nice clean background for things. And it was like $1.99 poster board or something. It's pretty easy. So anyway, this kind of came to me after I saw a couple of TikTok memes of a pumpkin skateboarding down the street, drinking a pumpkin spice. It's just a funny little thing, but I saw the sweater that they were wearing and I was like, wow, so cool. I would love to have a pumpkin sweater. So what I went onto my my charts and started building out different ideas. I started with navy as the background, but I have a lot of navy things and I have more ideas for navy things. Good job, Chips. Go to bed. I have a lot of navy things. So I love navy. I wear a lot of navy. So I don't think it's wrong that I have a lot of navy things, but I tried for green on this one. I thought it added a bit more of an autumnal feel. And I just kind of played with different like color work ideas in here. I love the vines, how they came out, a little touch of vines under here. And there is just the hint of color work underneath that, across the second row under the arms. Truly, it's optional if you wanted, but I just thought it kind of tied in the fact that it was ending. Yeah. I used under 62 grams of the orange color. I used about 48. I used like 14 grams or so of the red. And the green, I think I used 20 something, I think. And I am on my second ball. So I'm into the 200 gram range. Half of the second ball is already depleted. And here's my thought process. I was trying it on last night with the outfit that I had in mind. The green does not go with my plaid skirt. All right, so I'll pull up my black skirt, but my black skirt is more of like a dress fabric, women's dress pants. That fabric, okay, doesn't go with this, doesn't look right at all. The flannel would have been better, but it's the wrong color. And I don't really wear things that are cropped with a shirt underneath. I just don't tend to gravitate towards that look. So I was standing there last night trying to convince myself, because I'm so in love with the yoke. I'm great with that. That's not the issue. And I'm trying to convince myself that like I might wear it. And then I just stopped. And I remembered my mantra, if it's not yes, it's no. Very rarely should you have to convince yourself to do something. If it's a craft and for fun, you really shouldn't be trying to like wheedle yourself into something. You know if it doesn't feel right. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna need a full leg sweater. So I kind of slept on it, and thinking about it, I've worn this sweater every day for a week because it's comfortable and it's cozy and I'm warm, and it is only October. So November is cold, and I just think that this would work in my wardrobe. I don't think I'll actually be able to wear it in the house for Thanksgiving because, one, people, which might be me and Patrick, but people tend to cook, so your kitchen gets warm. I, with MS, am extremely sensitive to heat. I just overheat really quickly. So add a glass of red wine to that and I'm gonna be like fuchsia. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to wear it in the house, but we also have a fire pit outside. So, you know, fire pit table could be sitting there or on the porch, or could open the door and get a nice cross breeze. But I got all the way down to the ribbing. I am literally ready to bind off for this top. I did some body shaping where I did some decreases just to make it fit a little better. It fit great. It just doesn't look right with anything that I tried it on with. And I'm sitting here like, I love this. I want to run around and enjoy this. So I am going to be ripping back. I'm going to be taking it out, and I'm going to be taking it back to just before when I started the decreases. So I have to take it back to here, which not the worst, not the best, but has to be done. Also, I might need to order another ball or two. I'm going to do the whole body first with the dielet that I have, and then I will do a different dielet on the sleeves if I have to. Not ideal. I will be gutting everywhere to look for a third or a next ball. I think I had 4 in total, which was fine. But I think I might need 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe less. I mean, I didn't use all 1,000 to do this sweater. So let me just get through the body and then figure out what to do with the sleeves. I'd love to not have to order another one, but we'll see. I think I might have another ball kind of like tucked in one of these bags because I was going to do a Christmas sweater, a mini Christmas sweater, which I have started the testing for now, but I didn't have my numbers at that point, so I had ripped it out. If you like remember, like way back. But I just love it so much. I love it so much. I want it for all of November because it's not inherently Christmassy. Lord help me. It's not inherently Halloween. Like if you did blacks and purples and pinks and neon orange, you can make it a Halloween pumpkin. But this is more like apple cider pumpkin patch type of thing. So I'm very excited about it. I think if you have some hand spun, that it would be beautiful in these small sections. I think that this would look really good with some speckly orange that would give it some like dimension in there. Mine's all very flat and that's okay. I'm going for easy care, really. Plus I had it in stash. And I think this is, it's from Michael's and I think it's called like Harvest, and it's like home something. Home? No, not homespun. I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna have to look that up or something. And that color work is just before the split, so you'll have that green will be up here too, and then I'll just go with the sleeves. So basically I got some not frogging, ripping. I got some ripping back to do. I think I'm going to just take the needles out and start going around, and then I will, as I get closer, I'll start picking up the stitches with like a 2, something really small so I can catch them all, and then I will knit around with my regular needle. This seriously was like 2 days. I didn't work on it at all during the day yesterday. I did work on it at night. I got basically from here down yesterday. And then the day before I didn't touch it at all. And the day before that I had split for the yoke. So I got the yoke done in 2 days, which was really cool. I would like to set this up to be a like adult cowl as well if you're not into sweaters. So that you could, you know, like have all this pretty squishiness and just think it'd be very cool. Okay. And that's everything. I did like 3 rows on my sock. I did 3 rows on my glove. Not enough to really pull into the podcast. Plus I had plenty. It's 45 minutes of content. I don't know why you all put up with me, but anyway. So I guess that brings me into Babel. I love my sweater. Have I told you? I love it so much. Also, I've started doing the C to 5K, which is Couch to 5K running program again with Pat this time. We are actually on our 3rd run together today. So I am thrilled with that because we haven't been able to get a streak of more than 2. So 3 is perfect. We're moving on a little bit. What else? it's been beautiful out. I've really enjoyed being on the porch. I've enjoyed taking Gypsy for walks. I've been designing a lot. I got my test knit done. So that like creatively just like unplugged a section of my brain that I was using to like concentrate on that. And now I'm able to create this. So yeah, it was just perfect timing, really. The unicorn cowl is going on, so excited about that. I want to crochet Jazzy the unicorn for my niece or myself. I just really want to do it. But I think I might just make Gypsy a unicorn thing first. But I feel guilty. But I do feel that I want to make a little bit more progress on Pat's Christmas sweater. It is October. We are like 12 weeks away from Christmas. And he told me the other day, which means he actually wants this because he put a timeline on me. Bad boy. But it's a fun project. And I am down to the ribbing now, so I'm just going to go ahead, get that done. Seam up aside. Very excited to do a little mattress stitch. I don't mind sewing. What else? And then cap sleeves. They're fun because they kind of blip across there. Yeah, and just I'm here for it. I am. What else? Just a lot of pattern writing, hanging with Gypsy, knitting, cleaning, hoping to see a friend next weekend, and seeing my mom this weekend. Yeah. Oh, what I'm wearing. I am wearing eyelashes today because it makes me happy. And these are, okay, let me get this right. So it's Kiss in the Demi Wispies, which is a full track that you put on. What I did was I chopped it into 4 so that it would act more like my moites, which are all sectioned. And I really like that. But I left all of my tweezers downstairs. So I had to apply them by hand. And my hands are so big and I can't see what I'm doing very well. But I think they turned out pretty good. Yeah. So I did the off the clock clear glue. I do clear because it was clear, but I put it over black liner and it's no longer clear, it's gray. So lesson learned, don't do that. If you want clear, you have to put it on first and then put your makeup on top of it. Womp womp. But still making it work for me. And I'm actually taking my eyeliner and just like lining the underside of my eyes to try and darken that area. But I think it's working. I think it's working. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I definitely want to cast on a small Christmas sweater and try out some of the yokes that I have. I've already got one of my testers that is past the sleeve split, which is so cute. Cannot wait to see more. Yeah, so we're gonna have a mini Christmas and a mini Halloween. We're gonna try and get that Halloween up today. I will announce it on Instagram when it is live, but I do have to edit this, so maybe I'll try to multitask while I'm editing. I'll do more. Yeah, it's been a blast. Thanks for joining me on my anniversary. This was really fun. So reminding you to take it 1 cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you next week. Bye. So attractive. welcome to Vlogtober. It's October 1st, and I am wearing my It's Just a Bunch of Hocus Pocus t-shirt, and I'm here on my street with my dog, and I've got my sit means sit buzzer so that I can kind of keep her in line. I am wearing lashes right now. These are my Muay Thai Insta Lash lashes, and you just kind of glue them on and they like sit there. And I just redid my hair so it's nice and pretty and purple. And this side, this is the dream right here. That's the color. It's the best. Oh, now she's using the restroom, so I'll have to get that. But yeah, so just kind of admiring these like creepy clouds going on right now. Very, very October. And we're gonna go get the post because that's how Vlogtober's going. Getting the mail is a big deal. Okay, so looking for something to do, I'm going to attack this bush because I've wanted to chop it up for a while. Now I'm gonna do it. So it is October 4th, and I am going to have my first cup of coffee, and it is going to be the caramel apple from Bone's Coffee Company. So subtle flavor. I used original creamer so that I didn't add anything. Gypsy wants to go out on the porch. It smells like it would be sour, and it's not. I'm looking for the flavor. Maybe I didn't brew it strong enough. Very subtle. I think my creamer overpowered it a little bit. Yeah. It's good though. I'm trying to like find the flavor though. I don't know. I'm not getting as much caramel apple as I want to. I'll try again on the next cup. Maybe I didn't make it strong enough. I usually like my coffee pretty light, so that's not a surprise. And Gypsy's in my bags. All right. Well, I'm gonna enjoy this anyway. It's really good. Hope you're all having a fun start to Vlogtober. This is going to be a very, very chill Vlogtober, let me tell you. But I figured pumpkins on my mug would be the perfect way to start it.